So there's just one race left in 2022, and it will be Daniel Ricciardo's last race for McLaren. As we know, his deal was terminated with the team early, and the Australian has been looking at taking a reserve role next season, with links to Red Bull and Mercedes. And Red Bull have now revealed what's happening with Ricciardo, while Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff has revealed more about filling the reserve role at his team. But before we begin, if you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more Formula 1 content, and you can follow me on Twitter at James_Formula1, and there'll be a link in the description. So Mercedes do need reserve drivers. Nick De Vries has left for a full-time seat with AlphaTauri, while Stoffel van Dorn is taking up a new role with Aston Martin next season. Now Ricciardo has been linked with Mercedes, with Wolff having even said that having Daniel in the car could be an advantage. He said, "We appreciate him as a great character, he's been around for a long time, knows these cars inside out, that can be an advantage." But there's also Mick Schumacher to think about. The Haas driver is out of contract at the end of this season, and it's been no secret that his seat for next year has been under threat. Nico Hülkenberg has been tipped to replace him, and according to recent reports, the former F1 driver is expected to take Schumacher's seat, with Haas team boss Günther Steiner confirming at Interlagos last weekend that a decision had been made. Now according to Automotor and Sport, Mercedes have been eyeing up Schumacher as their reserve next year, and with the driver set to be out of a seat next season, and according to Autosport set to lose ties with the Ferrari Driver Academy at the end of this year, that could make him an attractive option for Mercedes going forward. And on top of that, Mick's dad and 7-time world champion Michael Schumacher made an F1 comeback with Mercedes in 2010 and raced with the team until the end of 2012. And Wolff admitted that he would be interested in Mick Schumacher. He was quoted by Autosport as saying, "I make no secret of the fact that the Schumacher family is part of Mercedes, that we value Mick very much as a personality and as a racing driver. That's why we'll definitely discuss this option if it arises, but the first priority has to be to end up in a racing cockpit, because that's what he can do and deserves." Now I think a move to Mercedes as a reserve could be good for Mick. This way he'll be able to learn more about driving for a top team, and this will help his experience going forward, especially if he were to make a return with Audi, and he has been linked with this, and I'll leave a link to a video in the description if you want to find out more. So it looks like Schumacher could be on his way to Mercedes as a reserve next season. Now we know Ricciardo is taking a year out in 2023 after a difficult season, but is looking to stay in the sport as a reserve. While Ricciardo has been linked with Mercedes, he's also been linked with Red Bull. He secured 7 wins with the team between 2014 and 2018, and overall was a very solid driver for them. Now it has been suggested recently that Daniel will be joining the team, and Red Bull advisor Dr. Helmut Marko has now said that discussions have been taking place. He was quoted as saying, "We're in talks with Ricciardo, but that's primarily the function of a reserve driver, simulator driver, and various promotional appearances, without us making a fixed commitment regarding a racing cockpit." Now Red Bull not making a commitment to a full-time seat for Daniel makes sense given they've locked down Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. But if this reserve move for Ricciardo gets confirmed, it will be interesting to see him back in Red Bull colours, and if it will help him secure a good seat on the grid in the future. And it does look like the driver market is starting to come together, but I find it sad that it's resulted in drivers like Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel not being on the grid next year. As we know, Vettel announced earlier this year that he'll retire, and for me it'll be very different to have a grid without Vettel and Ricciardo on it. But guys, that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care, bye.